And yes, so let's close this and let's share the screen. So maybe before going there, shall we just make a short round of saying hi at least? I mean, we already said hi to the whole group, but maybe just having a almost like a check-in moment to off mute yourselves. And we thought about like doing something quick with Susanna and said like, let's say good afternoon in our native or chosen languages. So when everybody is ready, you can go off mute and you can just say good afternoon to the whole group.
Buenas tardes. This is the second Susanna.
Great.
Or the first one.
Well, or the first one. Everything is a question of perspective.
That's it. That's it.
Oh.
I'll try to go before the other Turkish people. So I guess good afternoon would be iyi öğleden sonraları.
Yeah, you can also say günaydın, but it is not much used. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So since you chose the Turkish one, I'm going to go for my chosen language nowadays. Goedemiddag in Dutch.
Muy buenas tardes in Spanish.
Muy buenas tardes desde Andalucía.
Oh, from Andalusia, the south of Spain.
That's nice.
İyi günler.
Well, as everyone has made an effort to speak my language for most of the time, I spent some time in France, so I will say bon après-midi in French for you.
Oh, thank you so much, William.
Oh.
Buenas tardes desde Madrid.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Buenas tardes from London.
Okay.
I'm Mexican, so I can do it in Spanish too.
Perfect. Perfect.
Do you guys see me? Because I only see Susanna and you. Is that the way?
At the moment, everybody is off camera. We cannot see you in camera, but we see your beautiful photo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So I think we heard most of the voices in different parts of the world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the presentation, and so yeah, I'll just turn this a little bit smaller, or even a bit smaller. So welcome everyone once again. This is Özlem, and I'm one of the co-founders of Sparkus, and we are working together with Susanna. I'm going to give the button to her to a little bit introduce herself. But we are both going to run different groups in this program. So we are both the creators of the program, but also the people that are going to deliver it in the languages that we know. So Susanna.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure, and thank you for being with us this afternoon. My name is Susana. I'm a psychologist and professional coach. I'm the managing director for Spain and Latin America for the Spanish-speaking countries in Sparkus. So, well, we are here today to share with you this coaching program that we prepare especially addressed for profiles like yours dealing with this complex situation that we are living all around the world. And well, we want to present you, to introduce you to this program. So feel free to ask. We are completely open and we want to share all the information with you. I really hope that you'll find it useful.
Yeah, definitely. I'm also like, I consider this as like an office hour. You can think about it like that, like we used to have in the university, just going there and just asking questions. We're going to give some little bit of the background about the program to you all. Can you all, by the way, see me on the screen? I don't know, but you definitely, I guess you see the, okay, you see the presentation. That's good. So the idea that we came up with was like, yes, there's a lot of challenge that is right now happening for all of us. And we were like, okay, so we have these tools, how can we, you know, contribute to people who are having difficulties? By the way, I forgot to ask everyone to go on mute to avoid any background noise. That would be great, because we're hearing some voices at the back. Thank you so much for everyone. So one note on the chat. Okay, good. Great, thanks. So we said like why we designed this like this. So when we were talking about like what is really needed at the moment, we came up with the idea that, well, we had some goals, some business goals, some, you know, roadmap for 2020, but when we were just starting the game, the rules of the game changed while we were just on the field playing. And not only the rules have changed, but also all the players are sent home. And including us as the leaders. So on one level, we need to redefine our goals and redo the business and based on these new challenges. But then there is the other level of like, how do we integrate the team to this whole challenge? And we kept on hearing those from our clients. We also heard it, you know, in the social media about those conversations when we were doing you know, Zoom calls with friends and everything, but also we are also personally experiencing this, the same thing. So the basic challenges are threefold. So it's not one-way street. First, I need to readjust myself to whatever is happening in the world. So maybe I'm worried about my health. Maybe I'm worried about my elders. Personally speaking, I'm now in Amsterdam and I'm worried if one day I will be able to go back to Istanbul to my parents. So it's one level. So the personal level, there are lots of issues. Maybe you just started working at home and now your coworker is also your husband, for instance, or your kids are there. So there are lots of challenges personally going on for all of us. And as the leaders, we also need to redefine the goals. So the business layer is also there. So we cannot do like business as usual or like, okay, this was the plan. Okay, I'm working home, but I'm going to run the same plan. It doesn't work anymore. So I need to, you know, sit down, think about the goals, think about a new roadmap for this new life. And at the same time, I need to inform my team about these new goals and everything. And by the way, if I was just in the middle of the work doing that, it would be maybe a little bit easier if they were just around me to gather them in a meeting and speak. But it is even more challenging that everybody is at home and they're really also going through all these similar challenges personally. So somebody just recently, I think it was in the Harvard Business, that compared this as a period of grief, and everybody is grieving at the same time while we're trying to rebuild our work. So these are the main challenges that we're facing now. So we sat down and think about like, okay, so what do we offer to the community? This is a free leadership program that we're going to run. And we designed it to have a few things in mind. One, we wanted to give you a safe space to evaluate where you are personally, to, you know, just sit down and think about what's really happening for me, and how do I see myself in this new period. Maybe do a new vision for yourself, something to anchor. And we also wanted to give you a support group. That's why we chose to do it in a group coaching setting. And we hope that the groups that we created will be somehow continuing in terms of a supporting each other type of a way. And we wanted to give you a navigation tool. I'm going to show you a little bit about that, so that you can sit down and redesign your goals. And we wanted the platform to be also a living roadmap. That's the beauty of having a digital platform where you're going to do your work. You can always come back, revisit your goals, because everything is changing daily at the moment. So you might need to revisit them again and again. Therefore, the platform would be somewhere you can go back, work on, even though this program is over. And of course, we wanted to support you professionally as leadership coaches. The structure of the program would be, we will have a kickoff to start with. By the way, is my voice okay? I'm just feeling an echo on the back. Can everybody hear me? Okay, so if everybody can hear that, that's good. Yeah, okay, that's good.
It works.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. So the structure of the program is there will be a kickoff call. So it will be a online group coaching call at the beginning. So it would be more about getting us together and, you know, creating that group energy, and also sharing where we are personally with this whole process. So it's, yes, we will talk a little bit about the program, but the first group is much more about really sharing and becoming a support group with each other. And then the second part of the program, the second phase of the program would be doing a digital coaching journey. And in that digital coaching journey, I'm going to show you a little bit about like what you're going to do. It will be on a digital coaching platform that we have called Sparkus. And this is the outlook of the program, of the platform, I'm sorry. So the platform will look like this basically for you. So you would have some coaching packages over here, and there will be these yellow parts that you're going to see are what we call coaching steps. And you can think about each one of them as almost like a coaching session by itself. So there will be doing some visioning, there will be doing some goal setting. For instance, for the visioning, you're going to see some photos to select and choose from. Then you're going to, you know, create a vision board out of it, write things down there. And you're going to also make some, you know, open-ended questions you're going to answer. You're going to define goals and everything. So that would be the process. And once you're done with all the exercises, you can create a one-page report for yourself. It's almost like a portfolio of all the work you've done. You can select and choose what to include, what not to include. So until this moment, it would be totally your own personal journey. And you can write anything you want on the platform because it's provided with coaching confidentiality. It's a secure server. So what you're going to write there will basically remain with you. So you can really use it as a personal tool if it's too business details, you know, or very personal could also be. Anything you want to keep confidential can stay on the platform and only you would reach that. But then as you're going to see, I'm just going to go back here, you can include everything that you've done to be shared, or you can exclude certain items, include certain items. Whatever you feel like sharing with others, you would going to create a report for yourself. And then you would be able to share this report with a click of a button with the coach that is running your program. So once you're done, us coaches will read what you shared with us and basically design the group coaching, the next group coaching based on where you are and what you need. It could be that you've made a perfect plan for yourself and you just want to share it with someone. We're going to give space for that, to go into breakout rooms and share that. Or if you're feeling like stuck somewhere, we can coach you on that. So your work on the platform and you sharing that with us will really help us. And then we're going to come together again as a group, and we're going to start discussing and sharing our experiences. So it would be a group coaching at the end, where we're going to do the impact work and also the closing of the group. But as I said, it would be small groups, like 10 to 12, and our wish is that it will turn into a support group and would continue even the program is over. At least having some buddies maybe that you're going to find out and support each other in this journey. And the program will run in 5 languages. The digital platform is in English, but what you can do in the group coachings, they will run in whatever language you choose to be in. So that's also a good question about like, what is your adopted language? You can work the program in another language as well. So the dates, we have the date for the English and Spanish groups. The other languages of Dutch, French, and German will start mid-April. But for the first groups, the dates are like this. We're going to end the registration by next Monday, by the 30th. And we're going to have our first group call, the first kickoff sessions simultaneously. And it would be 4 p.m. By 1st of April. We're going to reach out to each one of you and see if that works. And then after that call, you would receive your access information to the Sparkus platform. And until the 10th of April, you would be able to finish your coaching journey there. So you would have 10 days to slow down and create that roadmap for yourself. And then we're going to come together on the 14th of April and do our closure session, the impact session, again as an online group coaching. What's important to note is for us to create something for you, for the needs of the whole group, we would ask you to send your report to us, whatever you feel like sharing, at 10th of April, so we would have enough time to design something for the needs of the group. So that's the idea. That's why we have a 4-day difference between your time to close it and our time to get together with you. So that's generally the outlook of the program and how we're going to do it, why we're doing it. So as I said, this is more like a office hour. So we're open to receive your questions. So I'm going to stop the sharing a little bit and hear from everyone.
As you mentioned, Özlem, the platform is in English,
yeah.
But for those who prefer to use the native language, I don't know, Spanish, French, Dutch, German, you can introduce all your answers in your own language, because remember that all the information, the report, everything is especially for you. And then keep in mind that in case of sharing part of your report or the full report, as you prefer, to your coach is going to speak the native language, your native language. So the platform is in English, but we want to give you of course the freedom to express yourself in your native language, because it's quite important to keep in mind that this is a tool for you, a personal tool for you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for bringing that. I forgot to say that. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, you can also use the platform after the whole program is over. Your access information would be there. So you can go back to it, redesign things, make it a live area for yourself to move things forward. So yeah, it's really here to help you out. One more thing for those who are on the call, if you, I mean, it's the registration is first come first served basis. But if you feel like, you know, informing other people who might benefit from such a program, please feel free to do so. So yeah, we're just open to have a, you know, as much as a like-minded group as possible. Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a, you know, it can be an entrepreneur, it can be a team manager, it can be a business leader, doesn't really matter. So as long as anybody who's trying to rebuild all the goals for this year and has a team, is running a team, is a good match for this program.
Can I ask you something? This is Susanna.
Go ahead, sure.
Would you consider, if you, let's imagine that this is a big success, which I wish for all of you and for all of us. Would you replicate to duplicate groups? Could you, for example, have 2 groups in English and 2 groups in Spanish? And because I think it makes sense, this idea of keeping it to a limited number, 10, 12, but maybe, I don't know, it's just considering, just to know, you know, in case we invite people and they come back and say, well, it was full, is there a chance that you open up a second group? That's the question. Yeah?
Sure, we will. Sure, we will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you, Susanna.
Yeah.
And
unless we are flooded with you know, many requests, then we're going to invite more coaches in. That's generally the idea. Yes, yeah, go ahead, William.
Thanks, Özlem. I was just interested to get a bit more information in terms of the kind of the group part of the coaching in the impact and closure sessions. Can you give us a bit more information about how those would be organized once you've got the group together?
Okay. So the arranging the group would be done already in the very first call. So it will be like we're cutting the registration by the 30th, and we have a few days to say like, okay, this is the group, and we're going to start by the 1st of April. And so the groups would be designed already at the start. So at the kickoff, people would learn from each other already. And then they're going to do the platform, and they're going to send whatever the work they've done on the platform, and whatever part of it they want to share with us through the platform. And us coaches, we're going to go through it, and we're going to watch a few things. One is like, is there a group theme going on? Like everybody is having an issue about, I don't know, about how to communicate this new plan, for instance. And then we can go into that in the group coaching and say like, okay, let's work on that. That's one possibility, if there is something very similar happening for everyone. If we just see that everybody looks, you know, they've done their work good, they feel good about it, motivated about it, it's always good to have, to share it with someone. So what you can do is, we're going to, again, meet on Zoom. So we're going to use the breakout rooms, and we're going to have people to discuss in smaller groups. Maybe they want to share something, to receive other people's ideas about it. So we can use the breakout rooms for that. Or it can also be somebody just said like, I just came to this place of, you know, I don't know, setting goals, and I'm totally stuck. Maybe we can work with them on a more one-on-one basis if needed. So that would actually, the design of the last group would basically be out of whatever is there with the group. But what we will have already is what everybody has done on the platform. So that would give us an idea about how to shape the group. But there will definitely be sharings. I can say, like, I don't know what would be the content, but there will definitely be breakout rooms and sharings, and there will definitely be, you know, coaching based on the main theme of the group.
So that's great that you've got a lot of flexibility then in terms of you can either do one-to-one, you can do one to perhaps a triad working together, but then you can have the larger group, you know, perhaps along the lines that some people would understand as kind of co-development, so that everybody would be able to have their input with their experience and to share. So no, that sounds really good. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I might maybe share before the corona crisis hit everyone, we were in a conference together with William, and one of the conversations there again and again was about learning from the peers. And we believe the group coaching would be very much supporting that as well. So hearing these different perspectives, learning from each other, that's also why we chose to have it as a group setting. Anything you want to add, Susanna, that I forgot?
No, you explained it perfectly. I think that it's quite important what you mentioned about the peers, learning from others. And I think that this program, we try to combine all these ways of learning, not only an individual exercise with a clear orientation, because the idea that we wanted to share with you is an itinerary, a learning path, a reflection path, to do this personal exercise, but also having the opportunity to have these peers, this group all together, of course, with a professional coach, with you, to take the best of these sessions, and in a very reduced period of time, because remember that this program, it takes 15 days, 2 weeks. So our idea is not to stop your daily routines or your daily job. We know that all of us, we are facing important challenges during these weeks, but we want to offer you a very focused program to stop a little bit in your day and make effective reflections. So we try to put everything together in a smart and effective way.
Hi, Christina.
Hi,
somebody just joined us. Welcome. We were just, we did already a presentation about the program, but we are open to questions until the end of the hour. I think we're going to stay here for somebody if they want to, join in and ask questions. So we're open. So.
Well, and thank you very much, because I'm reading right now the messages from Dennis, Blanca, Mary Jenny. Thank you for your words.
Yeah. It is great to receive that kind of acknowledgement. Yeah.
So sorry, it's Jackie here. Yes, Oslo or Susanna, whichever you ladies, lovely initiative and really thoughtful to put this together, especially free of charge and putting it out there to everybody. I'm just conscious of who do you want to participate in this? I know it's open and it's quite vague. It just says supporting leaders. So I, for example, I am a leader in my own business, but I'm also a coach, and I also do leadership development. But I'm trying to think of all the different people in my network I could potentially invite that would benefit. And I just want to know if you have a certain guideline for all of us that we can say, okay, well, people that are of, I don't know, certain numbers of years of experience or certain backgrounds, etc.
What we are doing on the registration form, we are asking for people's titles, companies, and how many people they're basically leading. So based on that information, if we have enough people to divide into groups, let's say, if we just have 10 people on just one language, then that makes it a group, obviously. But if we have more than 10 people in one language, and then we're going to try to mix and match people who are from similar backgrounds, let's say, so that they might have similar challenges with each other. So you can reach out to different layers. Like it could be entrepreneurs, it could be business, top business leaders, it could be just a team manager. So it really depends based on the registration so far, but we just started yesterday, so it's not an indication. Generally, top managers are coming, but we really don't know how it will unfold in the coming days.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, Jackie.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I don't know if are you thinking about using new technologies like simultaneous translation to break the language barriers?
Good point. We didn't think about that. We just decided to invite native language speaker coaches in our network. So that started like that, but why not? At one point, if you know someone who can do that, I don't know. It's difficult to express yourself in coaching and having a simultaneous translation, I guess. But I never tried. I really don't know. Do you have an experience? Yeah.
I am talking about the groups.
Yeah, the group coaching, you mean?
So,
yeah, I can understand. Yeah.
If the groups are in the same language, it could be a barrier to go about a diverse group.
Well, Mariani, our idea to start, but of course, please share with us any idea, any technology. We love technology. That's why we are preparing the Sparkers, a digital platform. So we love technology and happy to know another improvements in the platform. But our idea is to have each group in each language. I mean, each group will talk the same language. The Spanish group, the English group, French, German, and Dutch. So the idea is precisely to keep a common language between all of us. We are offering this moment 5 languages. I think it's a good start point to open this program to the majority of team leaders that at least we are working with. No, so the idea is to have these groups. We are going to talk in the same language in each group, and in the platform you can use the language that you prefer to introduce all the information and your answers. The idea is to try to overcome barriers or language limits, because we know that in coaching it's quite important to use your native language
to express yourself, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. And
any other questions?
Yes.
Anybody who wants to speak but somehow thinks their voice is not going over, you might be on mute. Just a little reminder of that.
Okay, well, if not, you can share, Özlem, our contact or email.
At the end of the presentation, I already shared it, but I'm going to share it on the chat window. Maybe we can write down our emails as well if anybody wants to reach out to us. So I'm going to send it out to everyone. That's my email. And Susanna, do I write? I think I write it. I had enough conversations with Susanna so far, so I think I'm. You already wrote it. Okay. I was just about to write but I was very clear this time not to write .com but .net.
Yes.
So we're happy that you joined us. Thank you so much. And if you have some questions, anything that comes up to your mind afterwards, we are happy to have you. Don't forget to register also on the website. So the fact that you were on this call doesn't automatically make you registered. Don't miss out the first come first serve. And yeah, we'll speak, I think. Thank you.
Hope
Thank you so much.
See you
thank
in
you,
the
everyone.
program.
Yeah, thank you.
And take care, please.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you for all that. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for the comments at the chat as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
you.
Bye.
Bye
Have a good rest of the week.
Bye. Thank you. You all too. And stay safe, healthy.
Thank you, Blanca.
Thank you.
William, Mary Jenny.
Oh yeah, thank you so
Bye
much.
bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for your time.
Yeah. I think I'm going to end the recording.
Great.